Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Ancient Mystery, where we unlock the secrets of lost civilizations and dive deep into the mysteries that shaped our world. Picture this incredible scene with me. 4,500 years ago, in the scorching desert of Egypt, something extraordinary was rising from the sand. A monument so massive, so perfectly engineered, that it would remain the tallest human-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. But here's what will absolutely blow your mind. Recent discoveries have revealed construction secrets so advanced that even today's engineers are scratching their heads in amazement. Before we unveil these mind-bending revelations, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to explore. So what exactly are we dealing with here? The Great Pyramid of Giza stands 147 meters tall. Imagine a 40-story modern skyscraper, but built entirely from stone blocks. We're talking about 6 million tons of precisely cut limestone and granite. To put this in perspective, that's heavier than all the cars in an entire major city combined. But here's the puzzling question that has baffled archaeologists for centuries. How did ancient Egyptian engineers manage to cut, transport, and precisely position over 2,300,000 stone blocks? Some weighing as much as 80 tons, without modern machinery, without wheels, and without steel tools. The mystery deepens when we realize this architectural masterpiece was completed in just 20 years. Do the math with me. That means positioning one massive stone block perfectly in place every few minutes, working day and night continuously for 2 decades. Let's travel back to the year 2560 BC. The scorching sun rises over the Nile Delta, and we witness one of history's most ambitious construction projects in full swing. This isn't the work of whip-cracking slave masters you've seen in Hollywood movies. That's actually a complete misconception. Here's what recent archaeological evidence has revealed. The pyramid builders weren't slaves at all, but highly skilled craftsmen and engineers. These workers received excellent food, comfortable housing, and probably enjoyed better living conditions than most people of their era. Think of it as ancient Egypt's equivalent of a prestigious government project. The mastermind behind this wonder was Pharaoh Khufu, second ruler of Egypt's 4th dynasty. Some historians believe he reigned for 23 years, others say 34, and some suggest over 60 years. The debate continues, but one thing is certain. His vision created something that would outlast empires and civilizations. But why build something so massive? Ancient Egyptians held profound beliefs about the afterlife. They called it the eternal life beyond death. They believed the soul would journey to another realm after death, where the gods would judge their deeds. If found worthy, they would live forever in paradise. Now comes the mind-blowing part. How did they actually build this wonder? Mystery number 1. The stone-cutting challenge. Most of the pyramid consists of 5.5 million tons of limestone quarried locally. But here's where it gets incredible. The internal chambers contain 8,000 tons of granite transported from Aswan, 800 kilometers south of Giza. Without steel tools, how did they cut granite, one of the hardest stones on Earth? Archaeological evidence suggests they used copper tools for softer limestone, but for granite they employed an ingenious technique. They used an even harder stone called dolerite to grind and crack the granite. Even more fascinating, they would carve small cracks in the stone, then drive wooden wedges into these cracks and pour water over them. The wood would absorb the water, expand, and literally split the granite apart through natural pressure. Simple physics, but absolutely brilliant engineering. Mystery number 2, the transport challenge. Picture this logistical nightmare. How do you move 80-ton granite blocks 800 kilometers without trucks, trains, or even wheels? The answer lies in the Nile River. These ancient engineers built massive rafts and transported the stones by water whenever possible. But here's where their genius really shows. For overland transport, they used wooden sledges, but had a secret weapon against the desert sand. A 2014 study and ancient Egyptian artwork revealed something amazing. Workers would pour water on the sand in front of the sledges. Physics tells us that sand with just 2 to 5% moisture content has dramatically reduced friction. This simple technique made it possible to drag massive stones across the desert with much less effort. But now comes the biggest mystery of all. How did they lift these massive stones 147 meters into the sky? Well, let's take a look at some of the leading theories. Theory number 1, the ramp system. As the pyramid grew taller, engineers may have built long ramps, either straight ramps or spiral ramps winding around the pyramid's exterior. In 2015, archaeologists discovered a 4,500-year-old wooden ramp in Egypt, proving such construction methods were used. Workers would drag stones up these ramps using wooden levers and ropes. With each level completed, they would extend and heighten the ramp to maintain a manageable slope. Now, theory number 2, the lever system. The ancient Egyptians used a sophisticated lever system called the shaduf for lifting water from the Nile to irrigate their fields. This same principle, a large lever with counterweights, may have been adapted to lift stones level by level during construction. But here's what's truly mind-bending. Even with these theories, the mathematical precision required is staggering. To complete the pyramid in 20 years means placing one perfectly positioned stone every few minutes around the clock for 2 decades straight. The engineering precision gets even more incredible when we examine the details. The 4 sides of the Great Pyramid align almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east and west. The margin of error just 1 1/4 degrees. Even today, achieving such precision is challenging with modern GPS and compass technology. So how did ancient engineers achieve this level of accuracy without modern instruments? Theory 1, they used the autumn equinox, when day and night are equal length. The straight shadow cast by the rising and setting sun on this day shows a perfectly accurate east-west line. Other directions could be determined using this reference point. Theory 2, they aligned the pyramid by observing star positions at night, using specific constellations as celestial guides. Theory 3, the controversial Orion correlation. Some researchers suggest the 3 pyramids of Giza were built to mirror the 3 main stars of Orion's belt in the night sky. While fascinating, most historians remain skeptical, since the pyramids were built at different times by different pharaohs, and star positions shift over millennia. Here's something that will absolutely amaze you about ancient Egyptian chemistry. The lower layers of the pyramid contain no mortar at all. The stones are cut so precisely they rest perfectly against each other. But as the pyramid rises, a special mortar was used that gave the structure incredible strength, allowing it to survive thousands of years and multiple earthquakes. The truly mind-bending part? Modern scientists know the chemical composition of this ancient mortar, but despite our advanced chemistry knowledge, we still cannot recreate the exact same formula today. Their understanding of materials science was phenomenally advanced. With so many mysteries remaining unsolved, wild theories inevitably emerge. Some claim it was a power plant generating electricity, pointing to ancient artwork that supposedly shows light bulbs. But archaeological evidence tells a different story. These artworks actually depict Egyptian mythology, not electrical devices. Another theory suggested it was a grain storage facility, a claim made by American politician Ben Carson in 1998. However, historians and archaeologists universally reject this idea, maintaining that all evidence points to its function as an elaborate tomb for the afterlife. The most persistent theory, ancient aliens. When we can't explain something with current knowledge, it's tempting to invoke extraterrestrial intervention. But this contradicts scientific thinking. The truth is far more inspiring. It represents the incredible ingenuity, planning and engineering capability of ancient human civilization. So, where does this leave us, fellow time travelers? We have compelling theories, solid archaeological evidence and remarkable insights into ancient engineering. But no single theory answers every question completely, and perhaps that's exactly as it should be. The Great Pyramid stands not just as a monument of stone and mortar, but as a symbol of humanity's greatest ambitions, unwavering faith, and the mysteries that continue to inspire us to push the boundaries of knowledge. But here's the question that keeps echoing through time. If ancient civilizations could build on such a massive scale with such precision, Without modern machinery and technology, what does that tell us about their level of planning, management, mathematics, and engineering understanding? Perhaps there are aspects of ancient knowledge we haven't fully grasped even today. What fascinates you most about the Great Pyramid's construction? Do you think the ramp theory explains everything, or are we missing crucial pieces of the puzzle? Share your theories in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your insights. If this journey through ancient engineering amazed you as much as it amazed me, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible archaeological adventures. Next week, we're travelling to the mysterious Easter Island to uncover the shocking truth about how those massive stone heads were actually created and moved across the island. Trust me, the reality is even more incredible than the theories. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, the greatest mysteries of the past are still waiting to be solved. Until next time, fellow time travellers,